Hi everyone and welcome to another Fashion Friday. Today will be all about my CFDA project. I'm going to show you my mood board, my sketches, my design philosophy, all my rendered figures, my swatch page, my everything, so you guys know what to expect when you're doing the CFDA project competition thing. There are different requirements for different schools, different teachers. I mean, it's kind of a shit show. And no, I didn't win or didn't get selected to represent the school. So the CFDA is the Council of Fashion Designers of America. It's like, I'm guessing like SAG for actors. I don't think it's a union. I actually don't really know. But anyway, when you're in school, you have to do this competition. Well, at FIT, you have to participate in the CFDA competition, and the winner gets, I think, $25,000, and you get to work with Dan Van Furstenberg. I don't know, that's a big to-do, and it's a lot of work. We had to do a portfolio, technical flats book, swatch page. We had to make a video describing what our design inspiration philosophy was. So I'm just going to insert that video instead of trying to re-explain it now because I kind of forgot it. I mean, I know what it was, but I probably said it way better 4 months ago. So we'll just watch that. Okay. Okay, girl.
Growing up, my father was a general contractor. He built houses, and I would go along with him quite a bit of the time to the job sites that he was working on, and I would see all of the developments and the phases of construction that went into building a home. My main inspiration for this collection was the idea of home. What it is literally and what it is metaphorically. I wanted to play with the convulsion of the literal structure of a house, what the building materials are, what the actual structural makeup is, and the comfy, cozy, the Danish hygge feeling of what home is. I wanted to take this opportunity to get really creative with my textiles and the swatches that I made. So I pulled inspiration from the wire mesh that is the support structure in poured concrete. So I have a scale in the swatch book that is 1/6 of what it would be, and that would translate into a tone-on-tone kind of enlarged buffalo check. I was also really inspired by the planning phase and the blueprints that go into designing a house. So I created a traditional blueprint print with the white on blue, and then I also made a swatch that was a little bit more contemporary with the black on white. I printed 3 swatches of my blueprint design in different scales so they can accompany the different scales on the figures in the collection. I also really wanted to celebrate plus size women. I think we are finally getting a little bit of acceptance and a little bit of a spotlight right now, and I think it's wonderful. I did a lot of my designs in straight size and plus size, so you could see that plus size women can be sexy too wearing the same exact design.
Before we get started looking at my actual portfolio and artwork, please subscribe to the Whitney fam so you can see my Fashion Fridays all the time. Here's my actual portfolio that I made out of 1/4-inch plywood and some of these little screw posts that you can buy at any craft store. I got this hinge at the hardware store that I spray painted black, and then I just stained the plywood with early American stain. You just put it together, and it is so easy and way cheaper than buying one of those portfolios at an art store. Title page, home and body. Then these are my inspiration images and my design philosophy. So this is my color palette, and these are the materials that I was using. I was using a drop cloth, a single jersey that I knitted on the Brother Standard machine, some wool boucle. Then these are the prints that I designed, and then this is also kind of the inspiration for the concrete through the mesh. And then some of the details down here are the leather shingles that I did. Bifurcated color, so 2 different colors juxtaposed together, or seams down the middle and half of the garment. And then contractor grade utility are some design details that I put into a lot of the clothes to reference back to the whole construction inspiration of this project. And then each look I did in a straight size and a plus size, so you could also see a color variation and different proportion variations on pretty much the same garment. Not every single look I did in plus size, but this is straight size, this is gearing on plus size, this is gearing on a little bit more of a plus size, but I love this collection. It's also a really good idea to name and number the designs in your portfolio so they can correspond to your technical flats book. So this is like look 6, they're both look 6, but here I have plus variation of the range shedder coat and contractor pant. This is the architect jacket and crew pant. So these cape coats have the 2 different intarsia prints, and then this has the leather shingle detailing. And then up here on the shoulder yoke is the same leather shingle, but just at a way smaller scale. And that is it for this portfolio. Let's move on to the swatches. So these swatches have been in my bag in the closet for a couple months now, so they're a little wrinkly, but I just wanted to show you guys anyway. So this is the drop cloth, and these are the leather shingles. This is just some rabbit hutch wire mesh that I put a little bit of drywall mud into. This is not practical, you guys. This is just for fully exploring the creative inspiration and just playing and having fun and going with it. And then these are the 3 prints that I did on silk charmeuse. This is just a larger scale of this one, and then this is in blue and white. Probably should have ironed these, sorry. Then you're gonna have to make a technical flats book. So up here you do the look number and then the name if you decide to give a name to it. You go through look by look, you put your illustration, your technical flats, and then your color chips. Yeah, that's a technical flats book if you were wondering. Then you're gonna have to do a headshot and a resume, and bada bing, you're done. So happy CFDAing, and let me know how it goes. Mwah. Love you guys. Bye.